EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Music City. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, and Nissan Stadium on the shores of the Cumberland River. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. This field ended about the 9. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. On the ground, it's the tight end. And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold him to a short gain.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Ward. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Throwing, Ward. He's got his tight end. That's a Okonkwo. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side. Here for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Ward. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. Chig Okonkwo was the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Cowboy 80. Lightning 18. Ready.
Off play action, it's Ward. He's got it inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Chig Okonkwo. Touchdown Titans. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead. And they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is caught downfield by Pierce. Get this one down to the 35-yard line. The rookie from Alabama on target there. It is a 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. This time the sliding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Colts. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On first down, it's Ward. That caught Cody Pollard. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Fake the handoff. Now Ward. That is intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook. And the Colts have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
So they're implementing a cover 2 system, and what that means is on the back end, Mike, your 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. They got to cover from the middle of the field all the way to the sideline. So they got to have range, they got to have great instincts, and then when they get a chance to get their hands on the ball, they got to be picks.
Here's carry number 1 for Rashad White. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. This is intercepted. He gets free.
He's going to have a lot better moments than this one, Mike. You just can't force that throw. Not at this level. It's going to cost you more times than not. And for this young rookie, hopefully this is one that he can learn from and not continue to repeat.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on first and 10. it back to the air following that pick six. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
They'll go again here with Taylor. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake filled first half continues. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
It's 3rd down and 13.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. He needed 13, and that's exactly what he got. By the nose of the football, it's a first down.
Every staff in the league that understands that we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Titans out to the early lead. And we're back in Music City after this. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Moving outside the pocket. And he could not set his feet to fire that one. It is incomplete.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington. And he's into the end zone. Darnell Washington. Touchdown, Indy.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike.
Beautiful play.
He's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
We are all square, 14 apiece. The score as this one's away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line.
From the set.
They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
It's in loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. Ward. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Ward. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
At their own 23-yard line.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Kyer Elam. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's second and 2. They go right back to Taylor. He'll it forward for maybe a yard. Kevin Winston is there on the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up third and 1.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Let's go.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and we're going to keep this drive alive.
And he'll get forward for a couple. That's Greg Newsome in to make the stop.
Brings up second and 7.
From the 43, here's second and 7. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Swings this one out to White, and they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down at after a gain of 7.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he's not going to get too far. Tackle after a gain of just a yard. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
At the Titans' 34-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Open man, his tight end, Tyler Warren. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
So, not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Plus, to his right. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. They'll be their 2nd, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. To throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 4. Again, it's Pollard. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
70, Hawk 80. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Open man, right side, he's got it. The breaker coming up now for 1st and 10.
And the Titans, 1st down.
On play action, it's Ward. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Tony Pollard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it'll be third down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Cup 19, Cup 19. 60 Bobcats, 60.
To the air again. Ward. That's complete to DK. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Let's go now.
Throwing again is Ward. He'll get this out wide to Pollard. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter.
92, Cowboys, Dragon 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, Warriors 70.
Ward to throw again. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
I think now we're starting to see this defense start to make some adjustments. We saw him give up a few plays earlier in the game, especially to this back. So he's someone they have to understand. He's not just going to hurt you on the ground. He also is a threat in the passing game. So nice job there making some adjustments on the back end, and they force the incomplete.
There's Okonkwo open left side.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. Here's a run with their tight end. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Tim DK. Touchdown, Tennessee.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here comes White. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one complete to Pierce. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
A bit of a risky throw there, Mike. You don't love to see a quarterback force the ball, especially into a crowded area. In the end, I think he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll look to throw. Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for third and a yard. Signal, timeout called, 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running.
I might have my punt kicking. Let me make sure.
That's what the best guys do. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try. This one from 47 yards out. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Colts cut the deficit down to 1. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And now problems on the kickoff. This ball goes out of bounds, and a flag comes in. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10, up at the 40. They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
On first down, they'll start with Taylor. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9. second and 1. On second down, here's a run with Taylor. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run on first down with Taylor. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8. Setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and
2. Here's Taylor. Gets to the edge at the 30. Waterani brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. That's good for a Colts first down.
22 yards. And a Colts first down.
They run with White. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Here's a second and 9.
A gain of 9. Brings up second and 9. At the 18-yard line.
Now this time they'll look to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
It's now third down.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes. That's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. Throwing now from the gun. That is caught at the 3. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he's in. Tyler Warren. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So now, with the lead up to 5, they're going to go for 2 and try to extend it out to 7.
The Colts will line up for the two-point conversion.
And he gets in for the two-point conversion. And the lead bumps up to 7.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Ward. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. You can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
19 tight, 60 average, 60, ready.
On 1st down, it's Ward. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
2nd and 10.
19,
Here's Ward. Dobbs open left side.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Bronco switch, Bronco, Dragon 60. Ready, ready.
Throwing on 3rd down, Ward. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
2nd and a yard.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and a yard. Short one there to Okonkwo. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight. And it gives the team a 1st down.
So the athleticism of this tight end is pretty well documented, Mike. I mean, he can pick up yards after the catch. It's just such a rare trait for tight ends. So it's the size, it's the speed, it's the matchup problem. I mean, we got a glimpse of all of it right here.
Running here, it's Pollard. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Titans.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Forced out wide. And he'll just get rid of this. smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Let's go. 19, 18. 18, that's 18. 70 Lions.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one completes to Washington. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. First down, Indianapolis.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. The short pass taken in by Warren. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
18 more yards.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Back to the air one more time. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll go right back to Taylor, who's got it again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
27-yard line.
Let's go. Ready, ready?
Here's Pollard running left. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is second and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Shotgun snap for Wolves. Moving to his right. He's going to keep it himself. And he is out of bounds at the 45. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly, a first down.
First and 10.
They'll come up here, first and 10.
Here we go. Strike. Nice. Get the Panther 60. Panther 60.
Off play action, it's Ward. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Here's Ward now on second down. There's Okonkwo open left side. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position, and depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Big play coming up. This is third down.
Cougar 19. Stephanie. Man. Cowboys.
They'll try and run for the first down with Pollard. This will not do the trick. They've stopped them behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
60 Eagles. Panther 11. Buffalo 18.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. They get 29 yards. A big pickup on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Get it. 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
They'll try the left side with Pollard. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
Come on. Hey. Viking, 18 Cardinal. Ready, right?
Throwing, Ward. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got it.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
They need one right now. Third and long. Out of the gun, Ward. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Emanwari.
That's why I went and got you, boy. That's why I went and got you, boy. That's me on it. That's me on it. That's me on that play.
On the handoff, running left, that's Taylor. And he's out of bounds, close to the 45-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down. they'll set up to throw. Swing this one out to White, and they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at their 49-yard line.
Look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
On first down, it's White, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. They'll look to throw. Exiting the pocket right. And he's going to have to eat this one. And down he goes. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
No, the nigga off the ground and put him on the street. Stayed on the ground.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this is where the timing of this passing game, you see guys, they call routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Now whistles, play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. So on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Knock that Cougar 19, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Big Lion.
Back to throw is Ward. He's going to air this one out. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Jim DK that time. It's 2nd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Pressure too much. He goes down. Big play in the game right here. It's third down.
Brings up third down.
From the gun, here's Ward. Down the field, he's got his tight end Okonkwo. Pretty good comeback, to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to fourth down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to convert.
He'll get this into the hands of Quigley. Complete.
My nigga, yeah.
That's a late magic. They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
Makes the score Titans 35, Colts 31.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here comes White. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Short one, and it's caught by Warren. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one.
First down, Colts.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to first and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
At the 50-yard line.
Now, second and 4. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
13 yards.
A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Colts first down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Here's first down.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the first down and preserve that final timeout. 13 pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another first down. This offense still has the one timeout to use. First and 10 coming up now. Back to the air one more time. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time. And it'll set up second down.
And the story of the game has really been the inability of the offensive line to keep this pass rush away from the quarterback. And it's a big reason they find themselves here trailing in the fourth quarter. So as they turn to this passing game to try to mount a comeback, they've got to do a better job protecting the quarterback.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. The Colts will signal for their third and final timeout, and it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game.
And the Colts first down.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll work now on second and 4. They'll look to throw yet again. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
It'll come up for first and 10.
Come on, set. Cougar Knights, go.
Play fake, now Ward to throw. This one is caught downfield by Ridley. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Take pass. Cowboy 8, 19 Lions. 18 Pioneers. Dragon 60. Trap 50. Trap 60.
One last throw here for Ward. That's complete to DK. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that's going to do it.
That's what you call a drive. That's what you call a drive. That's what you call a drive.
So this one,
that's what you call a drive.
They get the victory away from home in the
slice and dice that bullshit. Moving forward, get this bust out the way. You got something on that paper. You make a big bro.